Hi, BookTube. Decided to make a video, even though I'm still sick with this cold. I feel kind of out of it, but it's been 24 hours since I made a video. Hey, you just gotta keep going. So yeah, today is a Saturday. It's 9 o'clock at night here in West Michigan. It is May the 20th, 2017. It is 71 degrees inside my cell. So yeah, now it's 9:01 at night. So yeah, I'm just totally out of it. I can't really do anything. My head's all congested and I got an upset stomach. So I'm taking some Rolaids. And I'm just sitting here not knowing what to do. So I thought, hey, I can make a video. Today is Saturday. I volunteer at the Book Nook, the library. We have a local library that has a used bookstore, and I volunteer there on Saturdays from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. I got a bunch of books, but I don't feel like showing them tonight. But before I went down into the Book Nook to open the store, I just look at the nonfiction. And what I was looking for was wondering if they had the new biography by Mary Dearborn on Ernest Hemingway. And it was right there. So I checked it out of the library. There's the library slip. It is due on June the 10th. So I checked this new biography out on Ernest Hemingway. The reason why I did that is because I've been reading these books lately on Ernest Hemingway. Everybody Behaves Badly, the true story behind Hemingway's masterpiece, The Sun Also Rises. I've been trying to read Ernest Hemingway's Sun Also Rises. And I've been reading The Ambulance Drivers, Hemingway, Dos Passos, and A Friendship Made and Lost in War by James McGrath Morris. This, Everybody Behaves Badly, is by Leslie M. Bloom. Now, I haven't been able to read those lately because I've been sick and not feeling well. Also, I've been looking at this book I mentioned, Paris Without End, The True Story of Hemingway's First Wife by Gilles de Berthiaud. Is this translated out of any language? Let me see. No. The True Story of Hemingway's First Wife. So I was reading those until I got sick, and then I got also sidetracked when I got this book in this mail, this biography of the writer Harry Crews, Blood, Bone, Marrow, and the biography of Harry Crews by Ted Giltner. So I've been reading these, but at the Book Nook I did read the section that I was at in my other books when Hemingway and his first wife are in Paris. And it says here in chapter 12, The Sun Also Rises, published in October 1926, was a huge success, absorbing at least as much as Ernest's attention as his marital troubles. The critic Malcolm Cowley called his notices hat in the air reviews. And it goes on. So I just want to read about the publishing of The Sun Also Rises, what his marriage was going through, and what was going on in his life at that time period. So I got this to look at, but I've been primarily, in my sick condition, reading The Path of Christianity, the First 1,000 Years, by John Anthony McCluckan. Now what I mean is I can sit here at the table here in the dining room, sick as a dog, and I'll write in my diary. Today I ended on page 451 in my May 2017 diary. So what I can do when I'm really sick, I sit here, I read a little bit of this, which is, this is on the fertile 2nd century, and I plan to read the first chapter which is almost 116 pages. I'm on page 79. One thing about this book, The Path to Christianity, it's in two parts. The first part is a narrative of the history of the first 1,000 years. And then part two, what he does, he looks at select themes and ideas in the first 1,000 years, like chapter 13, part 2, the Bible and its interpretation in the early church. Old and new biblical interpretation, relativism and the ecclesiastical mind, the principle of consonance, the principle of authority, the principle of utility, short reader, and further reading. And then chapter 4 is church and war. So what I plan to do, and what he says in introduction, read a narrative of the first, the fertile century, and then to break up, read something that deals with major ideas and themes of what was going on in the church in the first 1,000 years. So I plan to do that. So I'll probably read chapter 1 here, and then when I finish it, I'll go and I'll read chapter 13 about certain, what I just say, the Bible and its interpretation in the early church. And like I've said, I've read countless books on ancient church history, Christian spirituality, Christian mysticism, medieval theology, medieval mysticism, monasticism. It just goes on and on. So, but I like reading that stuff, especially when I'm sick, because it gives me something to think about. I can't read much else right now. So I thought I'd just make a little video here about my present state of being, what's going on in my book world. I'm still sick. Tomorrow's a Sunday. I plan to continue reading The Path of Christianity and reading the Bible here. And I might read that tomorrow morning, some of that Reformation commentary in 1 Corinthians, but I'll see how I feel tomorrow. Right now, I've just been basically reading this big clunker, and writing in my diary and just praying for healing. So that's what I'm doing. My wife is still sick too. She went to work and she said to me before she left, if I don't feel well, I might come home. She might just decide to tell the people at the hospital she's just too sick and that she can't do her job and that she'll come home. So we'll see. Maybe I'll hear my wife in the middle of the night coming home. But my wife is a real trooper. She might just stick it out because she works tonight and then she's off 2 nights. But who knows? So I hope you will have a good new week. I don't know if I'll make a video tomorrow. I got some books coming next week. I think I got one book coming next week. The Ancient Church on the Holy Spirit, something like that. So I thought I'd make a video, and I can't think of anything else to communicate. So yeah, so until next time, bye.